Closer like this? Yeah.
Like this.
All right, all right. We're going to go ahead and get started if it's all right with you guys. Hi there. I'm Do the Daring Do. You can call me Dewey for short. This is my friend Trixie, and this is Ross. We call him Brayburn.
And I'm Corey.
Woohoo!
Yeah, Corey.
All right, well, we are
guy.
here. We are here to have this panel called Pony the Interruption, which is inspired by an ESPN sports show called Pardon the Interruption. Basically, what we're going to be doing is you have that card and that pencil because we want you to write down suggestions for what you want us to talk about. Something from the show, something from the fandom, just something pony related. And we're going to put it in this lunchbox over here, shuffle it up, and pull them out one by one. We're going to spend about 3 minutes talking about each subject, and then we're just going to move on to the next thing. It's just going to keep going and going and going until the panel's over. So we'll give you a second to go ahead and fill that out. All we ask is just, keep it age appropriate. I can hear some people going. Let's keep it PG for pretty graphic. Excuse me? If we can hold a conversation with it for 3 minutes, I think we'll be okay.
Yeah.
Wait.
Does anyone need a pencil and paper
Yeah.
for this? Does anyone need that?
Like I say, is there anyone who does not have one that would like one? There's pencil and paper over there. If you want in, you're more than welcome to. But yeah, we're just going to give you guys a couple minutes to fill that out. And then I think in like a minute or so, I'm going to bring that lunchbox around, just fold it up and drop it in.
Oh,
It's
back
right.
there
See,
with the
see where the
pinkie pie?
giant pinkie pie is?
Yeah.
Oh, shucks, she'll make me blush.
Oh, shucks, man. Oh, yeah, how was that? Was that any good? Really? Oh, cool. Yeah, I heard they ended up playing Cards Against Humanity. See ya. Okay. Which one? I have no idea.
It was mysterious.
It's going to be a mystery forever. All
I
right.
like your shirt.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and start bringing the lunchbox around.
Lei se tende Luna ten.
Is it?
The lunchbox with my least favorite princess.
Low blow.
Ooh. And I agree.
Oh. What is this?
What are you, a Luna fan?
Maybe.
Okay, all we ask is just fold the card up. When we put it in.
Is anyone having trouble trying to think of a topic?
Yeah,
Hey.
we've gotten stuff with this like, what's your favorite season? Who is best pony? Simple stuff to really, deep stuff. So, whatever floats your boat. Is there anyone who wants me to go ahead and wants to drop it off? All right, just fold it up and put it on in.
I have 2 accents.
All right, that's fine.
Yeah. She's thinking outside the box. Check that out.
Booyah, booyah. Swat.
Yes, we are.
I think I'll go too.
Anybody else? I'm so sorry. Hey, can you just fold it up, please? That's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, you almost caught that. I saw that. That's pretty cool.
People are stupid enough to come to this panel.
Do it? No, you can keep it.
There is no mystery panel tonight.
There. Oh, okay.
No, it's a super mystery panel.
Super mystery.
Try to make up
We
for the
definitely
fact
have to
the
go.
last one didn't
Is that
happen.
everybody who wanted to go?
Ooh.
No, I mean like everybody.
Hello there.
The lunchbox.
Come on in. Please join us. Grab a card and a pencil.
Card and pencil?
Card and pencil.
Basically, to sum it up, just write down on the card a subject in the pony family wants to talk about. Something from the show, something from the fandom, whatever. We're going to draw it out of this, and it's going to be purely random. All you ask is just keep it age appropriate.
I believe it was PG for pretty graphic.
Pretty graphic.
Not that graphic, just pretty graphic.
You know, just that mild little spice to it.
You know, they do have a lot of pretty graphics from this fandom. A lot of nice drawings, and they're very pretty. And
They are very, very graphical.
yeah, yes, they've been drawn.
Graphical. I love graphical. All right.
Hey, Trixie, did I show you the? Yeah. So, did you see the Brayburn with the jetpack?
No, I haven't.
Did
There's a Braver with a jetpack?
Yes, we made a fan fiction today. It was Brayburn with a jetpack, the best thing ever. Up, up and away, Appaloosa! Woo!
Thank you very much. If you come up with one, just hold it up and I'll put it in the box. All right, so I guess we're ready to get started. Woohoo!
Yay!
All right. I'm gonna go ahead and get my handy dandy timer thingy out. Yeah. It's totally the newest in space age technology. You mean the iPhone 4? Yes. Don't you crush my dreams.
I thought the iPhone 5 was.
All right, illustrious Vita.
No, it is. All right, so our first one is going to be.
I can hardly wait.
The first is Pinkamena Diane Pie.
I'm already liking this. I'm glad you invited me to this. You really
Alright.
are my best friend.
I'm not the one who wrote the card. All right, time starts now. All right, so we've got 3 minutes to talk about Pinkamena Diane Pie.
I liked cupcakes.
That's a great way to start this off. Now, bigger question is, are you being serious?
It was the first fanfic I ever read.
Really?
Yes.
Cupcakes.
Wow.
My 2 cents on cupcakes. To me, it wasn't really bad or anything. It's just that it didn't really stick out to me. It was just the one positive thing I can say about it is the imagery is unfortunately outstanding. Like, it's really good, but just nothing really stuck out to me with it. It's for those who don't know, it's just half an hour's worth of Rainbow Dash getting tortured.
That's his waifu.
Yeah.
I
I'm
think
about to say, let me go ahead and say there is no bias on that. It was indeed pretty graphic. But,
well, aside from the inspiration, the actual episode, which I think is what we're really trying to go for here, it was really interesting to see a character so happy to be so opposite of what she normally is when she thought that her friends had abandoned her.
it's quite the mood swing.
Yeah, but it was a very interesting dynamic that they threw into season 1. They made it to where you actually saw a character's different side, that they did have flaws, and that was always a really good thing about this whole fandom, this whole show that I just love, is that you have that dynamic in characters, and that they're not just one way. And that's why I think a lot of people actually watch this show. It's because they see these things unfold.
For the longest time, that the episode Party of One actually terrified me because of what happened. And then season 4 proved me wrong and told me, yes, there is something that can be significantly scary. And honestly, I think manifested rarity is more horrifying. It's not going to show it if you just do that. You're just going to have the ballpark it.
Oh, no.
All right. Anyways, for those that are just now coming in, write a topic that you want us to talk about, and we'll put it in here. Something from the show, something from the fandom, just keep it pony. Anyways, Pinkamena Diane Pie, I as my Pinkie Pie plushie over there, I love Pinkie Pie. My favorites are Rainbow Dash and Twilight, but I've always loved Pinkie Pie. I remember the first time I heard Smile. Oh, man.
Oh.
Pinky Pride.
Such a good
Great episode right there.
Fantastic, really. And Weird Al really knocked it out of the park with that one. But anyways, you have anything else to say about Pinkie Pie?
Trixie, you didn't say anything really.
I like Pinkie Pie.
Okay.
I like Pinkie Pie
All right.
too.
That works. I did want to say one thing. There's only one of the main 6 that has never gone crazy, and I want to say it was Applejack. She got really tired, but she never got crazy.
I suppose, yeah.
That I think Fluttershy went crazy at the gala.
There it is.
Ah.
Yeah, I think that was a good first one to start with. All right, so
We
whoever
got
did
some
that
more
one.
people that came in real quick,
Yeah.
Clayton. Just see what's going on.
For those that are coming in, just write down a pony subject you want us to talk about and raise your hand. We'll come by with a lunchbox and you can drop it in, and we'll pull it out here. And if we pull it, we'll talk about it for 30 minutes. Is there anyone who wants to do it now?
Can be in the from the show. Gotta go over here.
All right.
Can be a show. Can be in the fandom.
Just
any
fold-
topic.
Yeah, just fold the card up and put it in the lunchbox.
We do ask you to keep it PG though.
Yeah, it's. Mhm. All right.
Although you went straight to cupcakes, so it was kind of.
Okay. Yes, I know that is my fault, and I'm deeply sorry for that.
He wasn't kidding when he said it would be pretty graphic, I guess.
I really did contradict myself with that too. All right. All right then. What is our next topic of Tony?
Nope,
Oh,
get this next
I
one.
like the smiley face on this one. Cutie Crusaders.
The CMC?
This is the CC, man. But yeah, I'm assuming this is just about the Cutie Mark Crusaders. So time starts now. Scootaloo is best CMC.
I agree.
I absolutely love Scootaloo. Well, first off, I love all four. Yes, I do count Babs.
Who's Babs?
That's my point exactly. I don't. CMC. Cutie, it says Cutie Crusaders, but I'm assuming that's just like Cutie Mark Crusaders. But yeah, to me, Babs is one that she doesn't really get a whole lot of appreciation for it. I do love the 2 episodes she's in. One Bad Apple was really cool. Her accent is absolutely adorable.
Oh.
But anyways, yes. Huh? It sure did. You know, what was that, like 4 episode gap? That is forever. But anyways, yes, I really like Babs. Like I said, Scootaloo is my favorite. Some of my favorite episodes are of Scootaloo. Sleepless in Ponyville, Flight to the Finish, 2 absolutely fantastic episodes. And that was actually what I wanted out of season 3 was, as we were building up to season 3, I made like this little mental wish list for it. And there were 3 big things I wanted.
I think a lot of us did that.
I know. I didn't do it with season 4 though, believe it or not. I just said, show me what you got. But with season 3, I had 3 things in mind that I really wanted to see, and I was so happy that I got to cross all 3 of them off. I wanted to finally see a Scootaloo episode, which I did, and it was a great episode. I finally wanted to see more Cadence and Shining Armor, because I love those 2. That was really cool with Games Ponies Play. And the really, really big thing I wanted was for Applejack to finally get her own song. And she did, and I absolutely loved it.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. Anyway, back on the CMC.
Yeah.
I just would like to say, is there a CMC episode that no one likes out here?
I'd say if you guys like have a question or something to comment on, let us know. What's an example of a meh CMC episode?
Is there such a thing? I don't think there is. I've loved.
They're all pretty good.
CMC
I agree,
episodes.
man. With season 4, especially the CMC just killed it.
You wanna come on up? You got something?
Yeah, if you've got some, just fold it up and bring it up here.
Yeah, just go ahead. Come on up.
I really liked Flight to the Finish, though.
Yeah. Why didn't we think of this earlier? It's just have them come to us. Yes.
Feed us.
Thank you, Apple Bloom. And by the way, I absolutely love these capes that they're selling in the dealer room. Those are so cool.
Did you see? Yeah.
No surprise,
Wow.
really.
Did you see that they're doing a photo shoot for the CMC? I think that's what
Oh, they
inspired
are?
a lot of
Oh,
people
that's
to do that.
They're also doing a raffle. Whoever bought the CMC thing is going to get the rarity one.
Ooh,
Oh.
that's cool. And I like the black ones too. It makes me think of Zorro. Exactly. No, oh man, that's what I want to see. I want to see Zorro, like a pony Zorro show up and just go, and it's like the Cutie Mark Crusaders little pony silhouette that we always see. See, exactly. Just
Cutie Mark Crusader Heroes.
That's a good note to end on too. All right. Alrighty then. Next one. About to say, who's next? I don't know. I like the smiley face I went with it. Oh, Sombra's door shows their worst fears. Okay, timer starts now. I really like that idea. I thought that was really, really cool what they did with the Crystal Empire.
Sombra's just unappreciated, I think.
I can never tell if you're being serious.
No,
or not.
I really like Sombra. I wish
Okay.
he had like another
Yeah.
episode or something.
I wish they would have done a lot more. I absolutely love Fandom Sombra. He is great. I love what the fans have done with him, especially with Donut Steel. Yeah.
What would his fear be
Don't call
if
us.
he saw that door?
That would be his fear, getting rejected with Donut Steel. But yeah, the concept of the door showing you your biggest fears is actually really cool to me. I mean, if I stepped in there, it'd be like a giant, like an entire room filled with nothing but spiders. I am deathly afraid of spiders.
Winged scorpions.
From a spider at any point in your life.
Do what?
That's true.
You're never more than 3 feet from a spider at any given point in your life.
Well, I'm near these two, and they're just as horrifying.
Oh. I guess it would show me just like a room of roaches.
A room of
I'm like the same with you, but
Oh
like roaches.
my goodness.
Oh god.
I love you guys. Yes.
I don't know what's happening.
You brought. Oh my god.
I have to say, that's the thing is. Hey, we will share with you guys. Bring one of those cups outside. We will share with you. Warning: they're room temperature. Yeah. All right. Ooh, look at you.
We got a cold one over here. Ooh.
Yeah. But anyways,
Don't
yeah,
you feel so cool?
I'll come. All right. Sit down. By all means, sit down.
Bill, please feel free to sit.
Anyways, yeah. So Sombra's door.
The door, the concept that I've always loved about this show is the potentiality of any fan fiction that can come from these.
Serve yourself.
Go on,
Later.
go on.
Later.
To more iterate on that.
I love how everybody just rushes.
We have sugar.
After the panel. Otherwise, that's gonna happen.
After
the panel.
After.
Anyway,
This
Sombra's
thread's been
door.
really-
Yes, you were. You were overly prepared.
Brayburn, what would you see if you saw that door?
Yeah, that's a good question.
What would Brayburn say?
Shadow
Wow,
scene.
that
Who
is-
said that?
Brayburn is not sexy as Pony.
Everyone's gay for Brayburn.
PG. Anyways, like seriously, like what would you see? Like you
All right.
yourself.
Me, that would probably be along the same lines of probably my arachnophobia,
Thank
thing like
you.
that.
Yes, I'm terrified of spiders, heights, and being buried alive. Lovely,
Oh.
lovely combination. I know.
What if we had all three at once?
Yeah. What if I
about you,
was
Trixie?
buried alive? Well, if I was heights, I wouldn't be buried alive. Buried, like.
What if you were buried alive and spiders when you were buried?
This is getting really graphic.
Time up.
Next, Pony.
So for whoever said Sombra's door, I apologize for the tangents. I hope we covered what you wanted. All right.
You now know all of our fears. Good job.
Please don't exploit them. Please. All right, what's next on our agenda? Why Derpy is best pony, and it's spelled Ponii.
Oh,
I like that.
This is actually a really good topic. I've read
Starting now.
numerous things on this.
Go ahead.
All right, so Derpy is a very, very dynamic character just in the fandom alone. Derpy has the potentiality to not only reveal that we all can do something great, because she's just that. She's a representation of everybody. Now, I read this really good article about how these three random characters, and I can't remember the other two characters, but Derpy was in it. And it was this article that really wasn't pony related, but essentially what it was is they all had one thing in common, and the article went on and on and on. None of it really came together until the very end, the very last paragraph. And it basically stated that these characters all came together because the fandom recognized them, one, and two, the fandom held on to them because it was a representation of the people themselves that basically saw this character. They saw themselves in this character. You know, you can be different, and really at the end of the day, our individuality is our strongest strength.
Can you show me that article sometime? Because I have never
I
seen
wish I
it.
could find it.
Oh, you could? If you do, let me know, because I want to see that.
I gotta say, Derpy is just freaking adorable.
Yeah.
And then when I saw her at Rainbow Falls, I flipped out.
Oh,
I
yeah,
really
like-
flipped out.
That's the thing about when I watch this show, especially with season 4, because I'll just go ahead and say season 4 is my favorite season. But I'm like, when I watch an episode for the first time, it's like I'm watching a football game. I get into it. I really get into it. I'm on the edge of my seat, like yes, yes, yes. And when Derpy came up, I almost flipped the table, like woo! But the point I wanted to make about Derpy is, does anyone else know the Forest Rain song, Isn't It Great to Be Different?
Yes.
It is a fantastic song. I absolutely love it. Exactly. I love playing the song. I love singing the song. And that's the kind of message it really shows with that. And I've always thought that was one of those songs I can always get a bunch of bronies with their lighters going. Am I right? Yeah. Yeah, all right. So yes, I love the concept of Derpy.
I thought her name was Ditzy.
Yeah, you know, it's funny because I didn't become a brony until after season 2 ended, so I wasn't really here whenever the whole Derpygate thing was going on. Like I saw the end result, like I heard the original, I was like, oh my god, that's absolutely precious. Like it really was. Her original voice was so cute, and the new one, I don't hate it. Yeah, it's just kind of, it's like, it's one of those things where you just go, it's not the same. It's just not the same.
I don't know. With the first one, I couldn't tell if it was a boy or girl. The second one, I definitely knew.
I'm telling on you.
How dare you?
And then, you know, when he says that, it's actually a pretty good point. I never thought about it like that. It is.
We all love Derpy.
Derpy is a cool pony. All right, let's see.
I don't get the one that says "pick me" on it.
I like how, yeah, I like how it
Just-
says
I wanna
already
grab-
on it,
I
like,
wanna
pick
grab
me,
it
pick
so-
me.
I want to grab it so bad because
Let's see. Clever. Next one is, I have never watched the show, so in 3 minutes, can you please summarize it? Oh, wow, this is going to be a good one. Oh, we don't. All right, let's actually not go on a tangent on this one. Let's knock this one out. 3, 2, 1, mark.
The lovable characters is one of the reasons I watch this show.
Mm-hmm.
Every character is just, they have their own personality, and I just love it. How they're all so different, and they're all lovable. You can relate to at least one.
That's the thing is, and what I love about, that's probably the thing I love about it is, it doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter where you come from, all different walks of life. You have people coming from far and wide, loving the show for a variety of things. To some people, they just love how animated it is. I think the animation is fantastic. They love the writing, the humor, the humor behind it, the lovable characters. Me personally, as a musician, it's the music. That's what sucked me into it. It's some of the best songs I've ever heard. But yeah, that's just what I love about it so much is it's really well written. And a lot of times with shows that I've seen now, it does something that's really difficult to do, and that is
Hello there.
oh there, it has a lasting impact. The way I like to make this, I call this the Pokemon comparison, because to me, no game has better replay value than the Pokemon games. You can go back over and over and over and over and do them again. That's the same thing with these Ponies episodes, is you can just watch. For me, someone's probably different, but I watch them over and over and over again, because I get that feeling is like I walk away with something special. Thank you. I walk away with something special. Like my absolute favorite episode is Magical Mystery Cure. Ugh, God, I love that one. But yes, it's just, you get this feeling, and it doesn't matter if you're a kid or an adult, it actually teaches you stuff. Like there are some things that the show has talked about that I never thought of. Like the episode Equestria Games it's a pretty good episode, but the lesson behind it is what makes it stick out to me. It's one of my favorite lessons in the whole show, about how all the praise in the world doesn't mean anything unless, you feel it inside. And that's what I think the show does a really good job at is really good morals. It's not stuff like lying is wrong, stealing is bad, or just, something that's cookie cutter like that. It really makes you think about some things. And that's just how I've always seen it. Anything you'd like to add to that?
Just to kind of really summarize the show in general, it's kind of hard to do it across 4 seasons, so I could really do it with just the first season, I think, because it really has at its core what the show is all about. Clayton here usually likes to talk about how the first season was where they tried a lot of different things and they're kind of discovering what the show would be, how it would be successful, but they did a lot more than that. Essentially, to summarize it, you have your lessons, and then you have the individuality, and then you have the basically the trials and tribulations of life in general. There's just too much to cover in that.
I was about to say, that is a very, very good question, and that we probably couldn't do that one fully in an hour. But anyways, all right. Next one. Thank you very much.
Get the one that says "pick me."
I want to know. Oh, my hand just so happened to fall on it.
Oh,
Fancy that. What does Pick Me want? Ooh, season 5 wish list. I didn't do this with season 4. Oh man, this is gonna be good. Timer starts now.
Trixie episode.
Really?
You would have never guessed, would you?
No, I wouldn't have. Honestly, I'd like to see at least one other Twidash episode because my favorite episode from season 4 was Testing 1 2 3. Fantastic episode, and I love how Amy Keaton Rogers is fantastic at just writing dialogue. Like she's so good at that, and especially whenever you get to again, no bias because those two are my favorite ponies. Is I just absolutely love how well they bounce off of each other. It's kind of like, it's not like, it's like a comedy duet, that like a duo that you know, they're just so good and they play off each other well.
What was that one again?
That's the one with Pinkie Pie rapping. That's pretty much what everybody remembers.
Yes. Yes. Okay.
See, that's what jogs his memory.
I've always wanted to see more Brat-Colored Pony stuff in the show, but it's kind of a double-edged sword. The fandom has built a lot of stuff around background characters.
Thank you.
And canonizing anything for them, like let's say Lyra. Like if she's
He's a big Lyra fan.
If she's completely different from what anthropology has done, then you're gonna see an outcry, yes, but that usually happens with anything that happens in this fandom. But that's okay. I love every one of you for that because it just makes it really interesting. Else would I want to see?
That would be really cool.
Oh man, you know what? Yeah, why don't you guys give us something?
Yeah, it's never focused on that.
About like
Tom episode.
what happened? What happened to the town while Twilight was in the mirror?
Oh,
Shenanigans, hijinks, and all kinds of
What was going on in
tomfooleries.
Equestria Girls while Twilight was gone? That's a good one. What you got? Oh, right there.
Yeah,
Maybe see them travel south and maybe see some more of like their own land, like maybe what's going on in Saddle Arabia.
that'd be really cool.
Yeah.
'cause
Oh,
a
I want to
magic
see
duel.
sea ponies. I want to
The
see
sea
ponies so
ponies!
bad.
Yes,
Shooby-doo.
yes.
Shooby-doo.
Yes, you.
Shooby-doo.
I want to go the Redemption episode 2. But here, actually, I have a question for you guys about that. Is like show of hands, because season 4 did it. How many of you think they're going to introduce a brand new region or city? I want to hear some names. Like, what do you think? What do you think it would be?
Because the MLP game on the new map, it shows like a lot of different like, new cities that.
Yeah, it does. And do you technically count Metropolis as a new city?
No, it's like
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
it's like a new world.
Well, I mean, the one I'm counting for season 4 is Rainbow Falls, but
keep in mind too, they have like Pony Island, the literal Pony Island in this world that they use as a model for Equestria.
oh man,
And I guess I would kind of give you an idea of how unexplored the world of Equestria is.
it really does keep getting bigger and bigger, and that's what I love. All right, so there you go. Pick me. You're welcome. Pick me. All right, let's see.
I want to know who did that. You're very sneaky.
Sneaky devil. Oh, this is a long one.
Thinking about it, blatant.
Does Zecora keep the same cadence despite the? I can't read that actually.
Does she keep the same cadence despite the quasi and half rhymes that she has said throughout the series?
Let's go ask Brenda Critchlow right now.
So basically, does she still talk in rhymes when she's not on screen? Does she always keep that up? And you know what? You know me. I've read a lot of fan fictions.
You have?
And one thing that I've noticed is that people that write Zecora in their fanfics usually does her spot on. You would think that her whole rhyming thing would be a hard thing to write, but I love it when people actually attempt to do Zecora because it just shows me that she really isn't that hard of a character to do, despite what she does. So, what my point is that I think yes, she probably does talk like that all the time.
I like to think so.
I think it's like I like to think it's like a shamanistic thing. That's a lot of things that fanfics have touched on. Is that she's actually talking that way because at an early stage in her life she was chosen, as it usually is with anything that when you're a shaman, usually you have the calling and you can take it as be a witch doctor and whatnot, or you can choose not to. and you will face great peril in your life for not answering that calling. So it's actually, as a religious thing, it's kind of really interesting to come out of that. But let's not get into that too much.
I've never thought of it that way. That's actually really good. What do you think?
You could just see her like in her mind thinking to herself in rhyme, like deciding
I like
what
to
to buy. Like
I
at a
think she's
store.
done it so often. It's just like a complete muscle memory thing now. Like she would. I think like if you're able to do that with day-to-day speak, like I'm not thinking about trying to rhyme the next word with this. So if she's doing that on instinct, and she's right up there with Shakespeare and Dr. Seuss as the best rhymers. Do what? Exactly. And you know what? I would love it if Sakura did that too. Like one day, actually, you know what? Apparently there is a word that rhymes with orange. Sporange, I heard.
Sporn.
I don't know what it is, but
This is like cheating at Scrabble.
it is definitely cheating at Scrabble. But no, I wish I could rhyme like Sakura. She's really good.
Need another
they
rap
could-
battle between Pinky and Zakora.
They could probably do a whole episode of her making up words for her rhymes in front of Twilight.
That's it. Zakora versus Notorious P.I.E. what's like? Okay,
Perfect.
can I add that to my season 5 wish list?
Yeah.
There's your finale right there. Let's get M.A. Larson on it. That actually would be really cool. But yeah. What's up, man?
Oh.
Let's see this. Where is it's spelled S-P-O-R-A? Okay, S-P-O-R-A-N-G-E.
SP Orange.
Yeah. The most immature of the sporanges have few or no papillae on them.
Pepperlay.
I knew that.
Oh man, I want to read this.
Yeah, we'll actually check this out later. Thanks for pulling that up because I am genuinely curious.
I will raise you one sporange.
Nice job finding it too. I had no idea how to spell it.
Sporange.
Sporange. Do not start that. Not here. We are not going down that dusty road again.
Weasley.
Okay, I'm good. Oh snap! Jan Animations.
Oh,
I think this is the
boy.
first fandom one we've had. Is it? Yeah, I think so. Okay. This is totally me not shamelessly plugging, but have any of you seen me outside playing Don't Mind at Night on my guitar? Yes, that's exactly what I thought. Nobody. But yes. Thank you.
Yay.
But yes, Jan, I love his animation. It's got such a great flow to it, really. And have you heard the new music video he made for Shady Vox called Sorry Jack? That was really good. I like that song too.
Jan was actually one of the first Tumblr blogs I followed.
Really?
He did the Ask the CMC, and I don't know if anyone of you followed that Tumblr, but they had a thing early on where, do you recall the ship thing? Where the death ship thing, where all these different Tumblr blogs came together. That was really cool. I wish they would do something like that again. Anyway, that was one of his first animations he did, where he actually had all three of them, the CMC, they like switched their race, I guess you could say. Like I think
Isn't that one of the first videos he posted on his YouTube?
Yeah, Scootaloo got Sweetie Belle's horn. Apple Bloom got the wings, and then Sweetie Belle was Earth Pony.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Did you ever see that one?
No.
Because they walked in the poison joke, and that's what happened to them.
Uh-huh.
Honestly, I only know him for the Button Mash videos, unfortunately.
That's okay. I think the first Jan animation video I saw was Picture Perfect Pony, because I'm a diehard Mando Pony fan. So I saw that and I was like, oh, this is gonna be cool. And I was like, I love this. I need this like I need air.
I think I know what they want us to really talk about, though.
Uh-huh.
What happened with Button Mash is
Yeah.
very unfortunate. And you know what? He's a very talented animator, and I hope he goes far. He's even gotten Foss. He's gotten her stamp of approval. She was very impressed with the work that he's done. Even before he had the stuff. I think the only thing she saw from him at the time was the one I just talked about, the CMC getting their races
Yeah,
changed.
because I mean that was one of his really early things, but it was so fluently animated and it looked so smooth. It was really, really good, and I did kind of go yes as like a little victory whenever he was able to repost Don't Mind at Night. that actually felt really, really good with that. But yeah, he's an incredibly talented animator. Wish him the best. And the button mash thing is very unfortunate with that.
More on that. Hasbro is kind of really trying to crack down on this stuff, and there's just a lot of content out there. And I think it's really getting to that point. Well, I don't really know. I've never looked at the statistics, and I could be way off. But it really is getting to that point where it's so popular and so many people know about it, and it's just so prevalent that it may turn into something like Elvis Presley. It's just, you can't copyright that. Everyone, there's impersonators, at least I hope it comes to that. If it's Generation 4 on that level.
Stop talking, it's Pony the Interruption.
You just interrupted him. I see what you did there. He's all
Bring
yours,
it.
audience. Get him.
Come on, find me IRL.
Use the chair. All right. New villain. That would be fun. All right, let's see. New villain. Let's.
Somebody escaped from Tartarus.
The seventh element.
The
Element of awesome.
That would be a villain. That would be a villain.
But on
That's a
serious
crime
note-
on its own.
No, I made them leave. No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it.
Notice us, senpais. All right, seriously though, thanks for coming. New villain. I never really know what to think with new villains because, I haven't seen Gen 1 in forever, so I almost completely forgot about Tyrek. And I was like, oh, that's who he is, and that's what he looked like. I know he's not a villain, but I would absolutely love for them to do something with Scorpio, because do what? Did I say Scorpio? Scorpio. I'm sorry, Scorpan. My bad. You know who I meant.
No, I
Tyrek's-
didn't.
My bad. But what I wanted was, because that was one of my only minor complaints with the season 4 finale. I absolutely loved it, but I really wanted them to do a little more with him, and I would absolutely love it if he came back. Maybe change of heart. He is a villain in season 5. I don't know. That'd be really cool. And somehow though, it's not new, but I really want to see more of the Maniac. Just somehow.
Yeah, I was actually going to bring that up because
Really?
the enchanted books and whatnot.
That has so much potential to bring up anything, not just power ponies, but because what you really think that the power ponies are the only books that are enchanted in Equestria? There's got to be tons
It reminds
of
me a
others.
lot of Mist, if anyone knows
Oh
that
my
game.
God, yeah.
The Mist, like that concept,
Mm-hmm.
just being able to go inside books, which I've actually seen a lot of fan fictions based off of that.
Have you now?
Yes.
I don't believe you.
Is that so? Well, who would you like to see as a new villain? Let me ask you this: would you like to see Trixie start getting really bad again?
You know, it's up in the air for me, honestly. 'Cause
Really?
I do like her as a villain, but I would like to see her go on with the apologetic side.
She's slowly.
There's this the idea of the nightmare, ponies becoming corrupted from their ill content with their situation. Like it happened to Luna, but why couldn't it happen to other? Let nightmare come to their heart. We've seen it with Rarity in the comics too. So I mean, there's always that potential that anyone who is good can become evil.
Yeah.
Which is a concept a lot of people
Kind of a
play
scary
with.
thought, actually.
It is, and I like how with that idea, no character is off limits. Anybody can snap like that.
It would.
Oh.
He was in season 4.
There's your new villain from Pinky Apple Pie. Please welcome Slender Pony.
That'd be so cool.
That'd be. Hey, ask me after the panel, because I do want to keep that going.
Get to this job, huh?
Yeah. All right. Special VAs you'd like to see. Okay. That's. Oh God.
Yeah, I was actually going to say that.
Okay, so hold on. I'm assuming this means that the special guest we'd like to see brought into the show. Yes. Okay. I would love.
You already have
yes. No, to have David Tennant in that. That's incredibly. That is incredibly far-reaching, but God, I would cry tears of joy if it happened. I'd be like.
Even if he is
He's really done.
Yeah, that's probably what I would do too. It's like, it's so beautiful. Of course, it'd be like the most horrible thing ever if he did not play Doctor Who's.
Would it really matter?
David Tennant, he's still in the show.
It is David Tennant.
We need to get the guy who plays Picard.
Oh, yeah. Patrick Stewart.
You're not just saying that because I'm up here, are you?
No, you know, that's the funny thing.
Know who you are.
And we need to, they would have to, I really want them to utilize, I really want them to utilize Patrick Stewart too if they were to do that, because for those of you who played Elder Scrolls Oblivion, you remember that Patrick Stewart was Uriel Septim from the first part of it. And you got Patrick Stewart, and he's only in the game for like the first 15 minutes, and then he dies. It's like, oh.
That actually, think about that. That's exactly the character I thought about. That voice that he does in that, but it's like
What would you like him to do?
King Solus. The idea of them having parents.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
No, hey. James Earl Jones.
Ooh, James Earl Jones.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Man, the sky is the limit with this.
Adam West. Yes, let's get Adam West. I love it.
Nicolas
Nobody messes
Cage.
with
He's the-
Adam Lee.
Do something.
Ben Affleck. No, I love the idea of Adam. I love the idea of Adam West. That would be so cool. I love this question.
But fandom people.
Ooh.
Anyone that's in the fandom that has done voice acting, like we said, Rena Chan. But who else?
Our good buddy Hannah. Hannah Kay, I would love to see. She does.
Oh, vinyl.
Yeah, she's a good
She
friend
does
of ours.
Final Scratch tapes. Yeah.
Vinyl scratch tapes. I love you, Hannah.
What if someone like the YouTubers got in? Like,
She does that, and I would love to see her get in the show because I know she would do a bang up job with whatever role she got. But let's see, what's another fandom person? Because we got Rena Chan, Noah Keane.
Who did the?
Oh God, Almonte, yes.
Is it Neon Lights? Is his name?
Who?
Who did Neon Lights? Is
Oh,
am I
that's
saying the
also
right
that's
name?
Shady Box. That's also Button Mash.
Yeah. Okay. So Button Mash. Yeah. Okay.
Button Mash.
I forgot he did that too.
Yeah, it totally could.
He's already canon.
He is.
He's a background pony.
Oh man.
oh, yeah, I forgot about
I know. It's a good thing when you get into it and you forget. Oh, we're on a timer.
That means it's working.
Excellent. Good. Just as the Dead Sea Scrolls predicted.
Sure. All right. What's the next one? Let's see. It just says Lyra.
Oh.
This is all him right
my
here.
word.
it. Just give all three microphones.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
What are the mics?
What
I
is
already
it?
have one. I don't even know where to start with this. I don't
Thank
even
you.
know. Hi.
We have another person coming up.
Hey.
Our
So-
subject is Lyra. Do you have anything to comment on? Oh my God, I love that print.
So anyway,
Yes.
Lyra. Yes.
Thank you very much.
She's
Yeah.
established by the fandom. I don't know. Raise of hands. Who's actually read Anthropology?
Raise of hands.
Yeah. Our background ponies. Another one. Another good one. Background ponies. Anyone read that at all?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. The Mayor and the Hoodie. Those are probably the two that she's known for. If you frequent any fan fictions, I recommend reading both if you get a chance. Background ponies. Both of them are really good. I love the artist name who made Background Ponies. He goes by the name of Short Skirts and Explosions.
That's brutal.
Yeah. But that guy writes a lot of fan fiction content for this fandom, and he's really underrated. Anyway, Lyra has a lot of... there's just so much that has already been established with her.
There's actually something with Lyra I was hoping somebody would help me with. Is a while ago, yes, more shameless plugging, but I wrote a song called Handymare, and it was inspired by this comic that I'm really trying to find again. It was this comic that's like, it's Lyra and Bon Bon, and it's late at night, and Bon Bon, like, here's this thumping coming from Lyra's room. She opens the door, and she's like, Lyra, what are you doing? What are you doing? Let's get to bed. And Lyra's in there, like, standing on her hind hooves, and she's got, like, this metal harness on that has claws reaching outward, and she's trying to, like, grab this cup. It's like, I almost got it. Yeah, if someone can find that comic for me, I could point it and I'd be like, yes, that's the one. But if you help me out with that, please, I would really appreciate that. But yes, that was a very funny comic. But
She had one line in the show too.
I love.
Oh,
them.
yes.
I love them.
Yes,
But
that
see-
was actually right before Anthropology was finished.
Well, see, for me, like he's the Lyra expert. But my thing for Lyra is she's always been my fallback point whenever I use the example of the fandom taking just something so tiny and just blowing it way out of proportion. And I mean that in a good way. Like, why?
Exactly.
No, exactly.
Exactly.
Why is Lyra obsessed with humans? What do we have to go off of that in the show?
Doorknobs.
She sat up like a human one time for 3 seconds, if at most.
Let's not forget that she also cried.
That's right, she
Aw.
did.
I couldn't handle that.
And she also drank a soda. Okay, you're
Yeah.
right. But still, the
Hay
first,
shake. It was a hay shake.
Ooh. But yeah, the main thing that people go off on is, I guess we'll never know.
It's nothing.
Is her sitting in the chair.
Yeah. What's that?
It's a battle cry. All right. What do we got next?
Hear my waifu.
I must go. Oh, there's two. Oh God. Oh.
What is it? What is it? What is it?
Alicorns or outlandish OCs.
That's actually where the element of awesome came from.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah, we could probably just fill it in just to have that whole fic that we read.
Please no.
We just read
Please
that. That's it.
no.
And then you could all just
Okay.
like,
Let me go. Let me do this by asking you guys. How do you feel about Alicorn OCs? You. Oh, I thought you were raising your hand.
No.
You.
I've seen like only a handful of good ones, and one of the ones that really stands out to me, I forget what the title of this fiction is. I think it's Earthverse or whatever. But the point is that Celestia and Luna have sequestered the entirety of Equestria in like a magic dome, and there are this whole slew of bad guys who are fighting them, and they have a brother, and he's the one who keeps all of the real, actual bad guys from getting into Equestria and stopping them. And like one of the plot twists is that cutie marks are one of the ways that the government keeps an eye on them and makes sure they know what they're doing on the inside.
That's much better than some. It does. Like, that's much better than a lot of them. We're talking about the ones that are like red and black Alicorn OCs named Shadowmane, who you ship with every member of the main six, and he's Luna's son. And he has a tragic backstory and a broken horn. Those are my favorites.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is that your OC? Huh? Hey, don't you talk about Donut Steel. That's my man. That's my man. I honestly wanted to really do a Donut Steel cosplay for a future con. Get for a pasta can, get a super soaker. But yes, like he's got a regular horn, a banana, an ice cream cone, and a couple others, I think. Yeah, that's right. He has an eclair.
hello.
Hi guys.
Oh, hey, it's
People.
Snap, yeah.
whoa.
It's Silva.
I guess
Oh my.
How you doing, man? That's the answer I was looking for. Anyways, so
I always thought it was interesting that people were so that they would write that they would want a character, they would want to be the Alicorn.
well, I'll say my OC's a Pegasus, and I'm completely fine with that. I love Pegasi, but I guess hey, we've heard some pretty brutal Alicorn OCs out
I
there.
think,
I've
it's
gotten-
I think it's an example of the classic Mary Sue when you're first starting writing, and it's self-aggrandizement.
Okay.
You know, there's actually a really good point I want to make with that. I can't remember. I think it's actually an episode from X-Files of all things. There was
The X-Files? Wow.
Yeah. One of I can't remember the characters' names. I saw this episode at random. I wasn't really a big follower of it. There was this one artifact or something that they found. It was this lady wrapped up in a rug, and they found out that she was actually a magic genie. And I thought it was interesting that what. Oh,
Here, tell me later, because I do want to know more about that. All right. I have a really good point. I know. It's infuriating, isn't it? Mr. Hands.
Oh, God.
I don't.
Not sure what.
I'm not sure what that is either.
Sorry, I don't know what to go off.
One of them fell out of the tin. You could probably pick that one up.
This one?
No, it fell off to the other side. Like that. Yeah, I think so.
Ooh, how you joined the fandom.
Actually, I love this story. I love
Yes,
mine.
I always love telling these stories.
You go first.
Fine. Well, like I said, the music is at least 80% of what sucked me into it. I absolutely love the music. It's been a huge inspiration on my work too. But thank you. I appreciate that. Anyways, I found out about Bronies around like the fall of 2011. I didn't join the fandom until like April of 2012, and I remember my initial reaction is I know a lot of people like get extreme hatred about it. It's like, oh God, how can you watch a show about ponies and stuff like that? My initial thought wasn't so much that, it was just, this has to be a joke. Like, this has to be like some sort of really big prank that they're all pulling on us, and they're just, wanting attention. So I just kind of disregarded it. But then I started talking to some people like, you really do like this show, don't you? And like, oh yeah, absolutely. And now I checked it out. Like, I watched all the episodes, like for the first time I watched all the episodes on a little iPad while I was bored one night playing Skyrim. And I was like, you know what? While I'm running through Whiterun, I might as well watch an episode or two. And that was my thing, is I said, I'll just watch an episode. One episode. What could it hurt? And then I'm like, I gotta see what happens next. I gotta see what happens next. See what happens next. And by the time the suns come up, I'm on like Stairmaster. So I'm like, and that's the thing is, I don't normally power through a TV show like that. Like, I'll occasionally watch like an episode, two, or even 3 in a row sometimes, but rarely, very, very rarely will I just power through, like, I gotta know what happens. I've only done that with, like, as far as recent examples, with just My Little Pony and The Walking Dead. And so, I'm saying, okay, I really like the show, and then I started exploring the fandom. I was like, God, I love these guys. And I love telling this. The place I confessed to myself that I was a Brony, was like, forget it, I love ponies, was the most manliest location ever. We were at a Buffalo Wild Wings. We were at a Buffalo Wild Wings one night and said, oh God, yes, we were Bronies.
I'm sorry, Daddy.
Hey, those wings were good.
Well, mine was a little interesting. I worked at Geek Squad, and that was like my first IT job. And basically one day, one of my coworkers started showing up, and he had like the main 6 hidden around our little work area, and it became a game. Like, he just had them hidden all over the place, and I was trying to find them. And one day I decided they had been up for about a week, and he was about to come in, and I started ripping them all down, right? This is like, this ponies with whatever. And I actually went so far as to get on our main computer and put a picture of Trollestia on there too, because I had seen it. So it was like, he came in and they're all down. He's like, oh, all my ponies are gone. And I'm like, yeah, what now? Look at the computer. Haha. And he's like, he was.
Oh, I know. I'm sorry. That's also my fault too.
My name's Clayton. I'm going to take up 2 minutes of my own story.
I know. I'm sorry.
Let me tell you about another story.
That's kind of what we were talking about earlier.
What is there? Less appearances?
Yeah, why does Derpy have less appearances?
Why does she? You know what? Let's talk about this. This is actually a good one.
You want to?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Timer starts now.
Let's let. Go ahead. I want you.
Hello, I'm Bryn Johnson. Why I'm up here? Because my son is playing the card games, but I've been a fan, and I've been a fan from other places, so, and I've costumed quite a bit.
Hey, I'm gonna preface this real quick.
Derpy.
She's actually a parent, and that's.
But why-
She's a cool parent,
why
though.
Derpy is important to me is because I'm autistic, and Derpy represents a portion of society which is differently abled. And the way you get acceptance in a society is to be seen and to admit, hey, we're here, you're not going to get rid of us, and we're different, but we're not scary, because there's a natural thing for people to be xenophobic, and it's being afraid of things that are not like you. So that's
I don't think there's any concern about Derpy not being in the community. That's not going away.
What's cool is that she had such a great big fan acceptance, and I think that's what freaked him out so much. And even if it's in an ironic way, it doesn't matter.
There's a lot of truth behind that. Honestly, I think I've kind of said my piece on Derpy about that. So, if there's anything else you'd like to add to that,
Trixie?
I like Derpy.
Yeah, she's pretty cool.
Yeah, she's pretty sweet.
It's pretty sweet.
I'm
They're
sad
pretty
I
fucking
don't
rad.
think they're gonna have her talk anymore.
Yeah, I think.
The soccer moms will stop her.
Ooh, but yeah, I would. Actually, I do have something I could go off on this. It's I remember. Does anyone else remember whenever a couple weeks ago, whenever Equestria Daily had that little survey of how would you like to see Derpy treated in season 5, and they had those questions. It's like, I don't want her in it at all. I'd like her as a background character. I'd like her interacting with the main 6, and it went all the way up to Princess Derpy. That was like that was the ultimate choice. Is from I don't want to see her at all to let's glorify her to no end.
The Muffin Scepter.
It's Muffin Cane. But I loved it whenever Derpy was a background character that didn't really as far as I know, her biggest interaction with the main 6 was dropping a piano on Twilight. But in season 5, I would like to see her interacting, even if she doesn't speak. They still interacted with her in Rainbow Falls, even if it was something just as simple as a occasion that thing where she was playing with the flag. That was adorable. That was absolutely adorable.
She was drinking from the chocolate fountain.
Yes, exactly. And I think after Rainbow Falls, there was like a span of 3 episodes in a row where she was there.
It's the best Where's Waldo's game ever.
It is one of my favorite Where's Waldo games. And Where's Derpy? There you go. Okay, I think we have time for one more. I know we can keep this going outside because I'm having fun with this. But yeah, we do gotta make room for some other people's. So let's make this last one a good one. Oh my god, that's awesome. Within canon, could ghost ponies exist? Ghost ponies.
Well, we've seen a glimpse. We've seen a glimpse in Castlemania.
Yes, we did. Yeah. There you go. Glimpse of Castlemania. I think technically, yeah. I think we could. I think they could be canon. I think they could exist. Man, this is a hard one, actually.
Was there anything in the show that kind of implied it, or
What do you
Just-
mean, could it exist? A soul goes out of Tartarus, that's a ghost.
yeah?
That is true.
Ponyville.
That is very true.
Deciding in Castlemania at the end.
Yeah. You, sir.
I think the only problem with that is it brings up the subject of death.
And Hasbro will have none of that.
Death is canon, though. We've seen it on. Yeah, religious issues would be a thing, but death is canon with the idea of rarity in the Wonder Vaults almost falling to their death and
The glimpse of the funeral too.
yeah, this one's too young, this one's too old, and which is like considering what happened in Read It and Weep, the episode before that, that's really messed up, like really messed up. But yes, we get a quick glimpse at a funeral, so yeah, death is canon.
Well, if we want to take it from the aspect of the way we treat ghosts in the real world, would it be all that far-fetched that there would be pony spirits that just have unfinished business in their world?
I don't think so. I think it's very reasonable.
See Ghostbusters.
Yes.
Which one's for season 5?
Who you gonna call?
Let's go call who we want to write that episode. Let's call Megan McCarthy right now. That would be pretty sweet. I can see it now. Cutie Mark Crusader Ghostbusters. Yay! That would. I love entertaining that idea now. I gotta go find a Pony Ghostbusters crossover now.
They need the proton packs.
Do what?
Here's how it works. Something-
Oh, I don't doubt that at all. Yeah, that would be the cutie mark for that. That'd be really cool. But yeah, like the idea of ghosts existing, I don't see why not. I mean, personally, I'm a very firm believer in the supernatural with ghosts and everything like that. So that might put some bias towards me, but I do think it's very possible. I mean, first thing I can think of for that is Castlemania. I mean, you said yourself, we got a quick glimpse at it. There's Hearts and Hooves Day with Death being canon, Sonic Rainbow, blah 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 blah.
Technically, we've already had a song about it too.
Which one?
We're gonna giggle at the ghosties, man.
Giggle at the Ghosties. There you go. Giggle at the Ghost. Why didn't we think of that? Oh my goodness. Yes. You. Absolutely.
In a moment.
We're gonna be doing this after the panel though. We're almost out of here. Don't worry. You only have to put up with us for like another. No, you don't.
Time's up.
That works out.
And you know it's funny. The clock just hit 3:30. You promised soda. And you shall receive
You will get it.
soda. Anyways.